So we are back at Monza for the European Sprint Series, last race of the week. I was hoping to get up to the 4K iRating mark, and then that happened. So we'll go back to the start, rolling start, LMP2s holding back from the LMP1s, leaders have gone, and off we go. Start in P7, not going to fight too hard into turn to Parabolica. And then, as we can see, the LMP1s are just starting their race now. One of the pet hates in iRacing is its multi-class start, it just doesn't work. It relies on drivers trying to work it out themselves and it just doesn't work. Unfortunately, there's a bit of contact up from the LMP1s, and then the LMP2s go up into the back of it as well, causing even more carnage. We managed to navigate through that.
Compliment. You are very best driver.
Survived the turn 1 carnage. We're sitting P5 at this moment in time.
Big idiot.
Up under Claudio. We don't want to pass him. We're quite content. And then all of a sudden, poofed. Rammed up from behind. And it looks like my 4K dreams are shattered.
Not bad.
We get it going again. Thankfully we're no damage. The car seems okay. It's a 60-minute race, so we're not going to give up. We're going to keep going. End of lap 1, as you can see, we're about 2 seconds off the back of the pack. Quite a long distance to catch up around Monza. 6 laps later, lap 8, we finally caught the back of the pack. They're starting to battle, which is helping me. I'm in the tow now. Right up under the gearbox in number 8.
Man, I had no other choice. I was out of control. What are you on about?
Good.
Seems a really late move here from Gregory. I'm not sure why. Unfortunately, it gets a bit scrappy. There's already a car off, and then he's off as well. So it's 2 positions. Up to P7. We're not going to fight around the outside here. There's no point. We're just getting squeezed off the track. We'll try and get a good run. Get in the slipstream, and then I noticed I'm catching him quite quickly, so he must have some damage, either that or trying to clear a slowdown. So I make a move, and up into P6. I'm just trying to catch the cars in front, use the tow to our advantage. Set the fastest lap of the race on this lap, catching up. And aiming for a good run for Parabolica. Car off on our left, so that's a free position for us. And we're going to make a move. He doesn't look like he wants to fight, he's moved right to the left as if to indicate he's going to give me the position. Without too much of a fight, so that's us up to P4 and start P9 and start lap 9. Go. Once again, end of lap 10, we've caught P3, we're in a slipstream. We're not going to get close enough for a move, I don't think, are we? No, we're not going to try it, we're just going to take it easy, save a bit of fuel. And look for an opportunity elsewhere. Good timing in the slipstream as well, just to coast a little bit, try and save a bit of fuel to pick out your pit strategy. See if you can take as much fuel on board at the pit stop as well, so you can save a bit of time and gain it back on cars in front. Pushing hard though, through the corners. Trying to stay as close as possible. You also want to try and force him to mistake, you don't want to think you're going to sit there either. I'm not going to go for it. It'll just cost us both time. I'm close enough to get a slipstream down the straights where we'll gain time rather than lose it. So we're tucked underneath. So take the move. Nice and tidy for Parabolica. Thankfully the drivers don't fight back. Now, caught GTE traffic, unfortunately. Decided not to lunge him into there. Rather try and square off the corner and get him down onto the straight, rather than risk any contact or losing even more time as we confuse each other. Same with Kieran in front. Got the slipstream off him. I could go for the lunge here and use the LMP2's brakes to pass him, but it's risky. Probably costs us both time. I'd rather just sit behind him and get him on the straight bit. You kind of got to work it out. You've got to work out the longer term benefit of dive bombing a GT car and potentially losing even more time, or working with him. And likewise, they would hopefully return the favour if they see an opportunity. So here I've got a chance, I'll go for the run, and then see this Ferrari diving about the place, so I don't take the risk. Wait into the straight, and move right over to the right, make sure if that GT car wants to go for a move, he can. Got a GTE car, close enough to get the move done. It would have helped a little bit if the GT car just maybe lifted a little bit, drop himself a tenth off, but it is what it is. I've got an LMP1 on me, or an LMP DH, so I don't want to hang around too long behind the GT cars in case we get caught with each other trying to lapse. Car in front's made a mistake. Back off a little bit, don't want to get involved in their incident. Let's have to position. We're up to P2. The chase is on. We're 2.3 seconds off the lead of this race. Traffic's obviously coming into play now at this stage of the race. We've still got a pit stop to do. That LMPD H did not help me out there, it's helped me up a bit. Slowed himself down probably as well. Oh. 2.8 was the last relative there. So 1.6 as we come into the pits. Claudio's obviously got an extra lap in the tank. You don't take tyres in ESS, it's not worth it for the time you'll gain back, for the time it takes to change the tyres, you just need to put fuel in. So a lap later, Claudio's pitted, he's just come out of the pit in front there on my right. Got lap traffic, we've managed to gain time on him. So we've pulled 6/10 in the pit process. And we're now in the perfect slipstream window of 1 second. Unfortunately, a little bit of traffic behind, which might affect us. And we get lunged by this LMB-DH car, which overshoots the corner, and then he goes into the gravel, and unfortunately I clip him trying to avoid him coming back on the track slowly. And spin him round, I think, or at least costs him time. But now, as you can see, we've lost half a second to Claudio. And we've also got a GTE car, which looks like we're probably going to catch it in the wrong place. Yeah, so unfortunately we're stuck behind this GTE through this section of track, which is letting the leader get away. You can see the relative going up. He's now up to 2.1. At the start of the lap we were only 1 second off him. Same GT car, LMP car that slowed me down last time. I give him plenty of room this time in case he messes it up. A little bit held up by this GTE car unfortunately, but it's just the nature of multi-class racing. It works both ways. Sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose. You're better to not take the risk and survive the race. So we've got the gap back down to 1.7. There's only a few laps left of this race. Trying everything we can to catch him. Unfortunately, we just lose the rear end, just a bit too hot into the corner there, which messes up the chicane. The run off is slow. As you can see, the relative is just pulling back up again. So we're on to the final lap. Right, got it back down to 1.7. I'm pushing on. There's no point giving up because he could be under fueled. Something might happen to him. Whatever it could be, there's an opportunity to win the race. So you just got to keep going for it. Luckily for me this time, the GTE car is not going to get in my way. He's actually going to help me. We'll get a nice slipstream off him coming onto the straight. That's not going to be enough unless the race leader makes an absolute mess of Parabolica. We're going to have to be content with second. It's nice and clean through Parabolica. We're 1.2 off him. The run to the line's too short for any kind of slipstream advantage, so yeah, well done to him. Not a bad recovery though, given we were pointing the wrong way after being rear-ended, and it tipped us over the 4K mark. Job done.